Another thing that we want to do is we want to add some more tracks. And usually you want to add them. I mean, it's up to you. You can add them one at a time, or you can add them multiple tracks at a time. I like to do multiple tracks just because I like to set all my inputs up and everything and just go. And I usually know how many I want. So this may take you some time. Maybe you're used to using only 4 tracks for chorus or 16 tracks for chorus, whatever the case may be. You're gonna make your own adjustments. But what I usually do is I usually do 2 tracks for my lead demo. So I'm just gonna press insert twice and get 2 audio tracks. Bam. Sorry, hold on a second. All right. Uh-oh, didn't work. That's weird. Oh, there we go. So I clicked in there twice, and these are gonna be my lead tracks. I'm gonna change the names of them to lead 1. I'm gonna press it down, and I'm gonna press lead 2. Bam. Now I'm gonna go to my track selector, and I'm gonna make the input. Here's the thing: a lot of people say when you click R, it'll automatically set the input, but it makes it a stereo input when you just click the when you just arm it, and I don't like that. I like it to be a mono. So I'm gonna go here and select the left audio control, and now you see that it is a mono input. Turn that off. I'm gonna go to the other track, and I'm gonna change the input to left audio control. Alright, so those are my leads. I'm gonna right click in here, and I'm gonna click insert multiple tracks. I don't want any MIDI tracks, but I do want, for my vocals, I actually want 16 tracks. Reason being is I'm gonna have 1 for the chorus and 1 for the bridge and the pre-chorus, sometimes a pre-chorus, and I usually use that many. So let's 16 multiple tracks, and those are all gonna go to the backings bus. See that? So now we got backings, and let's see, no, main destination, sorry. Main destination is backings right here. That's what you want to change. Gonna click OK. Alright, so then we're gonna go here, and we're gonna call this, we're gonna call 8 of these chorus. Okay, and I'm gonna copy it. I'm just gonna paste those names in there. Bam. Yeah, I know it's time consuming. I know. Quit your whining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to do it and you want it to sound good, just do this. It's gonna help you, okay? And in here, we're gonna call this our bridge pre. Bridge pre. When you're, and the reason you're doing this, oh shoot, that's not right. Copy. Copy. Paste. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leads, 2 leads, cool. And they're all going. Your leads, you want the outs going to your lead bus. Make sure that's going there. Bam. So now we're set up. Now you can save this as a template if you want. Just click Control. Just go over here and click File, Save As, and then go down here and Template. Bam, you're done. And then you never have to do this ever again. I don't, because I'm an idiot, I guess. I don't know. I just like starting over from scratch. I like doing it. I like it. I like a clean slate. Alright, and so all the tracks are going to the right outputs and the right buses, and we're good. We're moving on. And here we go. Alright, the last thing that you want to do, I'm going to close this little pane right here. The last thing that we want to do is we want to set up our inputs now that we've set up our outputs. So we've already done that there, and we want them all to go to the mono input. So I just did that once, and you see these little brackets that are around that area. That means that you can toggle from track to track and it's going to land in that same area. So if I press the down arrow, it'll go to the next track. If I press enter, it'll open it up, and I can use my down arrow to scroll down and go to the left audio control, you see, and I click that and we're good. So I can do that. Then I can press the down arrow again, and I can even get into a little rhythm here, and I can change every track to the correct input in a matter of, it'll take me less than a minute. And now when I go to every track that I want to record on, I don't really have a problem figuring it out. Another thing you can do is you can have one track be your recording track, and you never have to change an input. Then you can slide each track down to whatever track you want to mix it on. And that's something that a lot of people do in other programs. And you can do that too, you know what I mean? As long as you have the grid on, it'll slide down exactly where you want it to slide. So it's really up to you. Alright, let's play. Okay, one last thing. If you press F, it'll try to fit as many tracks into this pane as possible. Which is kind of nice when you've been playing around, you press control down and it gets too big and you want to just squeeze them all together. You can press F and it'll go down that way. The other thing is we don't see a mixer and you don't see the browser. If you press B, the browser will show up, and then you can toggle the browser on and off, which is kind of nice because I like my interface to be nice and clean. So I don't usually have the browser there if I'm not using it. And we won't really use it until we get to some of the plugins and whatnot. And as far as your mixer, you can go to views and click console view. And now you'll see if you double click here, it'll show up. And you'll be like, voila. Now what I usually do is you can toggle that on and off by pressing D. On and off. D on and off. So now you can view your multi-dock. D is for the dock, multi-dock. Over here, if you don't want your inspector, you can click I, which stands for track inspector, and it'll toggle that on and off too. So now if you're just recording and you're not really messing with levels, you can have a nice clean interface to record your tracks. But let's go to the mixer and just kind of spread that out a little bit. And now you see that all your tracks are there. Your mixer is ready to go. Press D and you're good. Press I, you get your track inspector and you're ready to record. And that's how you do that. So we shall be back.